Hey everybody, welcome to an update and welcome to the sunshine. Welcome to the shorts and the Crocs, shout out to Vencor, and the pool, the swimming pool. So I've just uncovered it today for the first time in a couple of 3 months, and a little bit of pool maintenance, bit of cleaning, ready for another season. God, I've missed having a swimming pool. Well, I've not had it, have I? I've just not used it because it's currently 8 degrees. It was 4. I ain't getting in that. Anyhow, we're doing a bit of maintenance, a little bit of faffing about, and now I can tell you about a project that we've had bubbling away for about 7 months, and that is this piece of land. So many of you have asked, why have we fenced all the way down that side, all the way down that side, but not across the back? Well, the reason for that is we have been purchasing this land up to the grey fence and all the way across. Now that is what is called free land, or was. It's ours now, but it was free land. So in Russia, you have pockets of land in between people's gardens, developments, commercial property, etc., etc. And this is another example. This is a pocket of land, a triangular shaped piece of land that goes across the back of these free properties. Now this came about because the developer that bought this land, this was wasteland. This fence wasn't here. So this was all open wasteland. The developer bought it and it got zoned off, and the zone came to here. Now that created this triangular shaped pocket, which becomes free land. It's not owned by anybody. So that neighbour, their property line finishes where that cadaster post is. So this metal post at the end of the fence here, just there, goes to that grey fence just there, and then that neighbour has got the grey fence. That's his property, that side, and that's her property. So this piece in the middle here, where my cat happens to be walking, is, well, we'd call it no man's land in the UK, but it's owned by the state. Now in the UK, anything that's council owned, you can't purchase unless you're a developer or you're greasing somebody's palm. But pretty much the average person's got no access to it. Out here in Russia, if it's adjacent to your property, you can apply for it. Now don't get me wrong, it's a long process. It's taken us 7 months. But we can apply for it because it's on the back of our property. That lady could have, this gentleman could have. They've both been using that land, and you're not actually allowed to. Free land is free land. You can't build on it. You can't do anything with it. You're not supposed to be on it. But people do all over the place, and I don't blame them. So that lady has used it. This gentleman's used it, and he's planted fruit trees. So when we first came here, we were obviously putting this fence up, and the gentleman came over and said, what are you doing? Because obviously we're going through the middle of his effective fruit trees, his orchard. And we explained that that's where our boundary finishes. And he said, well, these are my trees, I planted them. Now, the law is you shouldn't plant because you have no right to, it's not your land. And once the cadastre is done and we've paid for it, this is our land and what's on it is ours. But I believe in being very fair, and I said to the guy, look, you're more than welcome to take the trees. I have no issue. If you want to dig them up, you planted them, dig them up, you can take them before we complete the fence, or even after we've done the fence, you can come and get them. And he was like, no, I don't want them, don't care. Okay, fine. We also said about the land at the time, and he said, well, I've been using it for 15 years, basically, and I'm not paying for it. Okay, that's your choice. Spoke to this lady, she kind of said the same thing. She's got 1,000 meters, 1,000 square meters, and this little piece here was just another piece of garden that probably she doesn't need, to be brutally honest. So again, she wasn't interested in buying it. So, okay, fine. We were. So we put in the application, and after a lot of bureaucracy, because it is very bureaucratic, and paying the fee for the land, which I'll get to in a second, we finally, a couple of weeks ago, get the paperwork. It's all done. It's now our land, which is great, wonderful. Really excited about that, apart from the fact that we've decided to sell the house. But anyhow, that's by the by. So we've got that. So that's our project. So we'll be moving this fence. And obviously we are now looking at all of these trees. And it's going to be the same thing. I shall be saying to the gentleman, if he wants to take the trees, of course he can. You know, they're his trees as far as I'm concerned, even though that's on our land now, that's ours. I think it's only fair if he wants to dig them up and take them. He's more than welcome to do that. But what we will be doing is fencing down there and right the way across the back here. So that is why we haven't done anything with this fence. We've been waiting and waiting to see, because if somebody else wanted to purchase that land, then I think it goes to auction and the highest bidder wins. We've had to wait to see if anybody else, i.e. this lady or this gentleman, has wanted to buy the land. Nobody has. So we finally got the okay, so now we can do something with this fence. If they'd purchased the land instead, then we would have just fenced across here, and that's why it's been open all this time, since we've been here. Best part of 2 years, really. We've been doing other things. But as I say, that's all ours now, so hopefully this week we will make a start on fencing this right the way across and closing it all in and making it look like this. Now, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people don't like the brown fence. It's fine, but at least it will be nice and uniform all the way around and private. Because I don't know about you, but at the moment it's a bit of a mismatch. You know, you've got different colours, different heights, different bits and pieces, and it just looks a bit raggedy. So if we close it all the way in, we'll have a huge garden, absolutely massive. And the new owners will get the benefit of that. Loads of room to put a veg patch in. And if this gentleman leaves the fruit trees, wonderful. There's an orchard already there. If he removes them, if he wants to take them, again, I have no issue with that. And, you know, we can replant them, or the new owners can replant them. The house isn't sold yet, so we should carry on with it. But we won't be planting any trees or anything like that. We'll, like I say, we'll just finish the project and fence it all in and make it look pretty. So that's it. That's the update from home. As I say, looking forward to the summer. Just come back from Sochi, been 5 days down there with Venkor. Went skiing in the mountains, bit of snowmobiling, just general mucking about. Little bit of drinking. There wasn't much drinking involved. I think I had a shandy just once. Yeah, right. Yeah, we've got some videos to get loaded up soon from Sochi. Did a live from there as well, so check that out on the channel. But yeah, there we go. There's our update. That's what we've been waiting to get on with for 7 months, and that hopefully answers the question why, when people see the garden and they look at that and think, well, why haven't you closed it in? Hopefully that answers the question and explains why. As for the cost, we've gained about, I can't remember, 120 square metres at the back of the garden, roughly. I don't know how much it is. Cost wise, from the administration, you're looking at about 27,000 rubles. So in UK money, £225, £250, something like that, for 100 and whatever plus square metres of land. So it's a no-brainer. You know, it's an absolute no-brainer. Why you wouldn't do it, I don't know. I get why that lady wouldn't want to do it. You know, she's got a massive garden already, so the last thing she needs is that extra bit. And this gentleman, I mean, yeah, he's got his trees there, but his back garden is full of fruit trees as well. So he's probably got more fruit trees than he knows what to do with. What is my stupid cat doing? Get out of there, you absolute idiot. Look at it. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. He was in the guttering. Chasing a fly. That's what that's about. Absolute idiot. Well, it's March. Cats are stupid in March. There it goes, look. They go mental in March. I don't know if you noticed. But yeah, anyhow. So yeah, so like I say, I hope that explains why we've never fenced that in. And yeah, welcome to summer. This is, well, I'm a Brit, so this is summer. The locals are still walking around in coats and hats. But I'm in my shorts. So I've got 8 months of summer now. Yippee! Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Sharing is very, very important to us because YouTube doesn't pick up the algorithm. Oh God, cat's trying to escape over the fence already. Oh well. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.